Alright, this is the first round of the 4th League of the 18th season. Back on mono blue StifleNought, it was a mistake to ever try to splash. Basically playing the same list that I got those second place finishes with 1 or 2 seasons back. Yeah, I'll keep it. It has the combo. I don't like it how it has all those lands. I don't have anything to pitch to misdirection, but I think it's going to work. I have a feeling I might get to rest. Ritual. Okay, that's 4 power. Oh, thank you. So glad to have a blue card there. That deck doesn't play a lot of removal. I do think they're holding duress, though, so hopefully they don't have duress plus removal without me drawing something to make up for it. Oh, that's cool. Didn't expect a fetch land. Supplicant. They could put a lot of power on the board, which is kind of a pain. Flash of Insight. Alright. Well, I'll start by attacking. And now, do I want to Portent? Or do I want to flash and then have the option to flash back? I think I'd rather Portent. Gush and Vision Charm. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle. Not a great draw. Cabal Therapy. Stifle, that makes sense. There's more evidence for a red splash. I'm not sure what they play in the main. There's certainly sideboarding red blast, I would think. Goblin Bombardment. That seems pretty good. Yeah, it's really not looking good for me here. Just a bit too fast. Let's see what I can draw. Probably go for the... Yeah, they probably go for it right now. No benefit in waiting. And yeah, now they're going to have 12 power, which is not great. I'm going to have to attack into it, because if I don't, then they can just counterattack and kill me. There's my stifle. That's hilarious. Okay, well, no choice. And pass the turn. Let's see if I can rebuild faster than them. And I've got these draw spells, so definitely not without a good shot. Days, huh? Do I want the days, or... No, I want an island so I can flash and then flash back. Another stifle. Flash for 2 in response. I guess I'll take Impulse. Now, if that resolves, it's going to put me... Yeah, they'll have 4 power if they attack whatever dies. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I can... I'm not going to like be so desperate to stop that I go for a gush and then hope to gush into a foil. That would be going too far. I'm going to Impulse. Gotta take the gush here. Boomerang. Nice. That isn't super powerful, but it could be useful. I put Boomerang in over Powder Keg, because I just wasn't liking Powder Keg. Well, I feel like I have to find a dreadnought. I can't afford to wait another turn, so here comes another gush. Here we are. Okay. Trying to figure out if I want to use the other mana with the impulse. I may as well just do this. It's going to happen no matter what. Play the Dreadnought. Stifle. Let's say they attack. Or I guess the most aggressive move would be they end of turn hit me twice, but then of course I can stifle one of them. Yeah, I think stifle is probably as good as boomerang, so I'll just... But no, on the other hand, they could Cabal Therapy me and take one of them, and this way I still have something useful to do. Discard a flash and an island. It's making me pick the order. I wonder if they have a furnace in their deck. I'm not sure how they'd find the room for it with a splash. Looks like they're trying to figure out a way to pull out of it. Another reanimator. Yeah. if I boomerang the other one in response, then that's the most effective move. Alright, and now they're dead on the board. They can't make more than 6 toughness. they can put me at 1 life. Pretty close. That was an exciting first game. That's 1 down. I have very little to sideboard. I guess Essence Flare. It could kill Priest of Gix, or I guess Supplicant if I caught the Supplicant really early. I should probably just not play it. Why dilute the deck? Maybe I could take out a flash for another daze. The deck can be a little bit It can have a fair number of expensive spells. Just need to take one more look at Essence Flare. And actually, if they're sideboarding red, how many blasts do I want? Really, I mean, on the draw, I should probably just take out all the days. Put in, I guess another Hydroblast would be the better move. And cut a Boomerang. I think it was great there, but it is generally underpowered. They don't have any must-answer permanents, especially if you define answer as bounce. Do I want 1 days or another flash? Should at least have 2 foils. Yeah, I'll put in 1 days. That, I think, is the build I want. Can't keep that. Yeah, stuff like last game shows how mono blue is so much better than black. If I had 1 bit of inefficiency there, like a spell I couldn't cast, or taking 1 damage from a delta or an underground river, there's just no room. Opponent's at 5. I'm going to keep and get rid of that second flash, of course. One of the issues with the Clerics deck is that it can draw the wrong subset of its cards sometimes. Here's Supplicant. Nice. Yeah, they correctly named Dreadnought, which, of course, missed. Wonderful. Got my land. Got another land. That's cool. Just end the turn. In a pretty good position. One damage coming in. Would I counter a priest? Probably. Do I let them hit my stifle? I think the answer is yes. Okay. I don't know why I thought stifle. But yeah, they went for my counterspell. Do I want to foil that? I'm thinking probably. Or I could just let it resolve and then counter whatever the follow-up is, because they do have enough mana to play something. In any case, letting the therapy resolve was the move. That I'm going to counter, put my flash conveniently in the graveyard. Gosh, alright. That's interesting. I'm gonna go for the gush. Here, I want to get Impulse. A little bit of an opening for the opponent. Just a mountain, that's good. Right, landed pass. I guess I just take another land here. Impulse is a good draw, and the turn. Supplicant is fine, I can just keep the third one off the battlefield, I think. And of course I can stifle it, which is just extremely good. Take the gush. Need to make it Dreadnought before too long. Time to try and figure some stuff out. How long can I afford to wait? I'm gonna gush now. Portent. There we go. Stack them like that. No to the shuffle. And I have to discard, but I definitely have an extra blast, so nothing really lost. Oh great, they have a blast up. Huh. Yeah, I really don't like that they left that up. If I try to counterspell it, then and they can blast, then they can make 12 power. Or if I let it resolve, then I can catch them with Stifle if they try to go for the activation. But then I have to wait a turn before I can play my Dreadnought, because I would need to have backup. Maybe even two if they have the blast. I think I have to go for the counterspell. Yeah, there's simply no blast there. That's a big relief. Wouldn't want to mess things up for myself by reading too deep into it. Hopefully they don't have black removal. Shepherd of Rot. That's interesting. They might go for a Supplicant application here. Or a activation. Right, get my attack in. End the turn. In a very good spot here. Yeah, I think they definitely shouldn't activate. That would cut them off from one of their outs, which is drawing a Reanimator. And then me not having any interaction, but of course I do. All right, awesome. Off to a good start.